Where's like making more speed?
Good evening, race fans. Welcome into the second race of the season here. Going out to the West Coast swing here at Las Vegas for 130 laps. As always, here with my co-commentator, Art. How we doing tonight?
We gotta get the race started off right, finding out where Las Vegas Motor
Where
Speedway
are
is.
we at
We can never
again?
figure.
Where are we at?
Uh, Somewhere in
Las Vegas.
Nevada, I
All
think.
right. 1.5 mile oval. I got a fuel run tonight of 34 to 37 laps estimated, with a stage break at lap 40 to throw in some strategies for these drivers. 0 fast repairs as always, same as the 3 green-white checkers. Qualifying already underway, so let's go ahead and get right into the on-track action. Let's see who's going to take pole here this evening. Randy Arms currently top of the board. Coming across the line to complete his second lap. 30.61 for the 8 machine. Got some newcomers here. Lucas Reed. Samuel Domien goes quicker. Lucas Reed making his LSRL debut, as is Sean Anderson, as is Scott Kelly, as is Cody B. Johnson, as is Joshua McQuiggan, not yet out on the racetrack. Good qualifying result for Daniel Hashey in the 32 thus far, up to the 7th position. Jonathan Schwartz in the 58, last season's champion, coming around to complete his second lap. Through 3 and 4 on the bumps on the low side. See a little bit of drift in there out of the back end. Tiny as a bit of smoke. And the 58 will cross the line and go from 22nd to 4th. Good effort there on that second lap. A couple of our Monday night drivers as well made the switch over to Tuesday. Mark Frimpong is one of them here in the 81 on his second lap. He'll cross the line. Go P1, top of the board. 100th of a second over Samuel Domien. 30.58. And it is tight at the top. Cody B. Johnson in his debut provisionally sits 7th. Justin Johnson in the 33, a championship for finalist? I don't know. Contender. Next Monday night. Sits 26th. We imagine he will improve here on his second lap. See what this 33 machine can do. Crosses the line. He'll go 26 to E11. And that'll leave Adam Kilday.
Waiting to see if our... Like, he joined the last second also from Monday Night Week. He not barely missed out on a spot in the top 4 next week in the ARS, but Joshua McQuiggan.
Ooh, and that's slideways for the 14. He's going to actually get a lap time in. He kept it under control. But he'll have to make hay on his second lap with some heated tires. He will have time. Oh, he might not even have time to complete his second lap due to that spin. But we'll see. That's the only man out on track. He'll go 27th quickest. The 30 entries here tonight. He's loose through 1 and 2 again. A little bit better than the first lap, but nonetheless, very loose up the hill. William Bowman, Wayne Ruprecht, and Joshua McQuiggan not setting a lap time. And he's loose through 3 and 4, and that car is a handful. And he will be unable to finish his qualifying lap anyways. But Mark Frimpong on pole here this evening. Let's take a look at tonight's starting grid in its entirety.
I understand 3 of those top 4 coming over from Monday night, racing in ARS.
Monday Night Raw.
Monday Night Raw.
Mark Frimpong, Zach Ahmed, and Sartaj Mann, all teammates. We saw them work well at Daytona last week, obviously, in a great battle with the Speed Zone guys. But tonight's going to really be about individuality, obviously, over the course of the long run, taking care of your stuff and just being there at the end. So, obviously, 2 different types of racetracks, but A tenth of a second separating first to 12th, so we are in for a barn burner here tonight. Some heavy hitters way back in the midfield. Jonathan Mazzella, Michael McElroy, also mid-pack. We go down this 30-car field all the way down to those three that did not set a time. 28th, 29th, and 30th. We'll see if they all grid up. That is tonight's starting grid.
And we're missing some big names in here. No Jared Lindsay.
Glenn Murphy Jr.,
Yeah.
no Corey Blevins. Obviously, with the one drop week guys, if they got something coming up, then they are obviously allowed to miss a week without repercussion, so I'm all on board with that. Let's do our favorite segment of the week. Our picks to win here this evening.
I mean, you picked them last night in ARS. I kind of want to take them again here.
Oh, man.
It didn't work out for him. He kind of ruined his chances to get in the top 4.
Right. I said I wasn't even going to be available tonight to broadcast to jinx him again, so I'm not picking him. I'm going Sartaj Man P4.
I'm taking Randy.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
Can the man get one day off?
He cannot.
He about to come in here with the I'm tired, boss.
I'm real
tired.
Need to get him to join Rod Car so we can pick him there too.
Oh, and Josh Toothman as well, making his debut tonight. He snuck through there. But always good to see the league continue to grow. We'll see what the new faces can do here tonight. And excited for 130 laps. Excited to see how the fuel plays out. We'll see who gets lucky or who gambles and loses it all. We are in Vegas. Might as well put it all on the line for a race win here tonight.
Yeah, talking with McElroy pre-race, he said the hardest thing for him to do was to try and save some tires on the long run. So
and we just saw, even in qualifying trim, Adam Kilday, how loose these cars can get if you don't get the right angle into the corners with those bumps on the low side of the racetrack. So, gonna be action-packed afternoon in the sim, evening here, real time. Pace car gonna make the hard left-hand turn. Barney the flagman with the green flag in hand as they enter the Geico restart zone. And we are underway for the Las Vegas 130.
Looks like there was a check up on the inside line. I think Randy wanted to look to make it 3, but decided to back out of it.
Far too early for that as they headed to turn 1 for the first time, but already some guys making up some spots. Dean Clavitt up 2. I think that's Chris Pinder going 3 wide. He's up 4 spots. Chris Pinder says, hang on a minute, I'm going to the front. And they're wrecking immediately. Justin Johnson, Jonathan Mazzella.
No caution.
I don't know how that's not a caution, but then there it is. Caution is now out. And Dean Clavitt, he was in the middle of that as well, trying to make up spots at the start. Let's take a look at what happens. They were 3 wide right off the gun. Heavy left rear damage. I think Justin Johnson has potentially a blown engine. Oh, and it was with Chris Pinder there. Oh, and that's just a bad beat there. Nothing the 41 could have done. Nothing anyone could have done. Pinder just got shot out of a cannon on the restart.
And someone in chat saying, can you make it to lap 2? That's actually pretty rare here in LSRL.
We've seen it one other time here in LSRL. It looks like the tiniest bit of netcode as well in the mix, but I don't know if Pinder, he doesn't hit the wall.
Doesn't hit the wall, but he's pulling off of the wall.
Yeah, and then, I mean, there is a little bit of netcode there, and then they're kind of stuck inside of each other. Now he bounces off the wall, and that's going to kickstart this. Eric Shields is going to give us a good look at this on board here with the 27 machine. You just see that little bit of netcode right there. Catches the 56 of Dean Clavitt. Eric Shields will say, thank you very much. But in all of that, I do think it was... I couldn't tell if it was the 41 of Jonathan Mazzella. It's Mazzella, I believe. Someone has a blown engine out of this. I think it's the 41 machine. Yes, it is. His night's pretty much over before it really got started. It'll be about damage limitation for him. Hopefully pick up some spots at the end of the evening, but not the way he wanted his race to start. And you can see the 4 guys involved in the incident still on pit road.
And we even saw some leaders come in, though. Sartaj Man.
So that's actually going to be huge, though. Yeah, all 3 of them are able to escape except for the 41 machine. But that's going to be huge, though. They're going to top off for fuel with that stage break at lap 40 and the caution. They should be good to go to the stage break. The guys that stayed out are counting on this caution to kind of lift them over the edge. But everyone should be able to make it now. Davis, he's up 5 positions. Sean Anderson's up 16. Josh Toothman is up 20 in his debut. Let's go get a quick word with him as we get ready to come back to green. Josh Toothman, this is the YJ Media broadcast booth. You got a copy?
Yeah, I hear you.
You're making your LSRL Season 8 debut, and you're up 20 spots inside of 5 laps. Things going pretty well for the 06 machine so far.
We'll just play it by ear and see how it goes. I know the whole pack pretty much all dove into the pits after that incident, so...
Absolutely. You think you got enough fuel to make it to the end of the stage without pitting, or is this caution going to give you what you need?
We'll probably have to dive in at some point. Hopefully another caution will come out, but just kind of going to risk it a little bit.
Absolutely. Well, we got the track position now. Good luck the rest of the way, sir.
All right, thank you very much.
Interesting that he thinks he might not be able to make it even with the caution, so we'll see how this plays out. If we can go green for the rest of the stage, these guys usually figure it out pretty quick. Pace car makes that sharp left-hand turn. Michael Davis will lead us down to the Geico restart zone. Field in control. 29 cars on the racetrack.
That outside line not going forward. We're going to be split 3.
3 wide. Looks like the 35 of Mikhail Turkin did not get going. And we'll be 3 wide again, almost 4 wide.
I believe that was actually the 06 of the man you just talked to, Josh Toothman.
Restarted 4th. He's back down to 8th. Michael Davis jumps out to a 3/10 of a second lead. First green flag lap of the second race will go through the 57 machine. Sartaj Man, though, might pick to win quickest on the first lap. Side by side behind him, Michael McElroy, Zach Amman duking it out. Amman trying to get the run off the top side. Still side by side down the back straightaway. But we're seeing a ton of crossover, even more so in week 2 between the Monday and Tuesday night guys, so they should have a decent idea of how everybody races each other. And there's obviously the newcomers as well. We'll see how they fit in. Looks like Pinder, with that damage from the lap 1 caution, is down to 28th. Wayne Ruprack had to make a unscheduled green flag pit stop. Dean Clammett has somewhat recovered to 20th with his damage, but still has a ton of damage on the 56 machine. Do we have an idea of what happened to Wayne?
None whatsoever.
Oh, this was on the restart. Looks like he gets hit by Pinder there. He's back on the restart. I don't know if he just has a technical issue here or what. Oh, it was a money shift. Oh, no. And that would explain what happens there. Pinder runs into the back boom, gets more front end damage in addition to his lap 1 damage. And he'll be right at the back of this field trying to hang on, and Wayne's night is done as well. No, the smoke popped before that, I thought. I don't know.
Joking.
It's hard to tell sarcasm over the internet, but we got a battle for the race lead here. Randy arms all over the back bumper of Michael Davis. They got roughly half a second over Sartaj man. And that 8 machine just following in the tire tracks, trying to force a mistake. Maybe pack a little air on the left rear quarter panel. The 57, get him a little bit loose.
No, he's there. He's
pushing him down the back straightaway into turn number 3, side by side. That 8 car is absolutely glued to the apron, gonna slide job right up in front of him. And he'll take the lead away here to complete lap number 10.
You just put a bunch of air on the back bumper. That 57 made him drive it real deep into the corner. Made him stick to the high side.
And he ran up, got him out of the groove by at least a lane there, and he'll sail through on the inside and try and break away with his clean air now.
Next up will be Sartaj man. He's
Zach
making up
Amon,
some ground.
Michael McElroy have been battling it out ever since the restart. 83 now on the high side as opposed to a couple of laps ago. This is our first side-by-side. Go back a little bit. Cody B. Johnson. Josh Toothman going at it.
Yeah, that's specifically where McElroy does not want to be. I was watching him run his practice lap. He was trying to get pointers of where to run to save tires.
Wrecking the 04 down the back straightaway. Ryan Tiller involved. Cody B. Johnson caution out again. Sorry to interrupt, but that was a car facing the wall on the back straightaway. And just as we were saying, he's getting involved in a side-by-side battle with, I believe that is
Josh Toothman.
Let's see what happens here. Looks like he's just going... Oh, Toothman's going to come down and get him. Almost a repeat of lap 1. Nothing Ryan Tiller could have done.
There was still a bunch of room between those cars.
Looks like another netcode incident here. Let's go on board here with Ryan. The 23 machine. It's not a sight you want to see. Just crank it hard left and... Not anything he could have done there. The 89 should have a decent view of this. Scott Kelly inside the top 10 now in his debut. Oh, yeah. Got him turned around, and there was a nice little bubble of air there. The 41 was just coming out of the pits as well. He's got his damage fixed. And that was a little spooky right there.
Imagine getting your damage fixed, coming back on track, and almost getting involved in another one right away.
We've seen it before. But right there is where the contact is initiated. Definitely a little loose off of 2, but he comes down and contact gets the 04 turnaround before the physical contact was made. The netcode contact was already there, and then Ryan Tiller just absolutely nowhere to go. That's a hard lick to the right front. Lucas Reed gonna... Does he? Oh, no, he doesn't. And then McQuiggan as well. On board here. They should have a decent look at this as well. Getting every single angle. Just see a puff of smoke and... Hey! How about it? Don't know if Lucas Reed actually is going to get damaged from this. Don't think he did, my goodness.
Wow, that one was close.
That is break of the race already.
I think we're already above the average number of cautions for LSRL.
Mm-hmm. And both of them classified as somewhat, racing incident-esque, a little bit of netcode thrown in the mix as well. The margin for error so small at 190 miles an hour. You can hear Randy, he's still shutting the car off. He's one of the few guys that have yet to pit. So he's just hoping to maintain this track position. 29 cars on the racetrack. Jonathan Mazzella, 9 laps down, however. He is the only one, though. He'll get a guaranteed lap back at lap 40, and then he just needs 8 other wrecks. But no fast repairs. So the
Yep.
race of attrition will continue to claim guys if they continue to wreck. So at some point, the field would get their act together.
Like, we might get our act together, go green till, the stage, and we're going to put on some fresh tires and do it all again.
Absolutely. Still a long way to go. A lot still to happen here. I think everyone's going to be good to lap 40 on fuel. A couple guys came in and topped off on that second caution, Justin Johnson being one of them. Schwartz as well gave up the track position. The lights will be off on the pace car this time by.
My pick to win.
He sits P1.
P1, Sip. Your pick is right there behind him.
Yeah. Push them along into turn number 1. Let's get first and second here and settle it amongst each other. That'd be pretty nice. Sean Anderson up 15 spots in his debut. Scott Kelly up 19, as is Josh Quiggin. Lucas Reed holds serve right where he started inside the top 10. So a lot of our debutantes doing a nice job.
And I would expect nothing less from McQuiggan. He showed that he was a potential Final Four contender for ARS. He should be able to put on a good show here.
Absolutely.
He decided to not run a qualifying lap, so he made it harder on himself.
Yes, he did. But lights are off on top of the pace car. Coming back to green flag action here on lap number 17. Almost halfway to the stage break. We'll see what kind of intensity he picks up here on this restart. Pace car is off. Randy Arms has the field in tow. Enters the Geico restart zone, and we are away. Great jump there for the 8 machine.
I mean, it's looking like... I was going to say, front row looks like it was Sartaj Man and Michael Davis.
They're trying to catch the lap car of Randy Arms, who started in front of the field, but no.
I was going to say, it looks like Randy's the pace car on that restart.
Side by side for second, Sartaj Man getting the benefit of that good jump from Randy. They're trying to close up.
We're 3 wide in the back.
Oh, look at this mid-pack action. This is not where you want to be. Oh, Daniel Hashi right in the thick of things. Schwartz way up top. Adam Kilday in the middle.
Schwartz. Like, this is nothing towards Hashi, but if there's a car that I don't want going 3 wide with, it's the guy that has 200 ping. And he does, in fact, have 200.
Samuel
exactly.
Demien hang on to it. 3 wide ahead of them. Almost 4 wide. As Schwartz stuck his nose in there at the end. And then again, looked to be an issue off of turn number 2. Oh, we're 4 wide.
Oh, we are.
We're absolutely 4 wide at the front stretch.
I think Schwartz backed out of it. I
Oh,
think he
the
realized
2
what was
about
going
got clipped on the left rear and the right rear. Casey Brown trying to find a way through as well. And this is the absolute hornet's nest. Schwartz wasting no time getting to the front. Look to the inside of Samuel Demien. 2 by 2 by 2 like it's a plate race again. Battle for the 3rd position here. Michael Davis getting passed by Firmpong, but trying to take the spot back away. Sean Anderson in the mix as well with Zach Ahmed and Michael McElroy. There are battles all over this racetrack. Scott Kelly gets around Travis Daly on this. He puts it in the wall, and here comes this hornet's nest to swallow him up. Casey Brown trying to be the next one to pick up a spot. Chris Pinder trying to close in as well, get in on the mix. Ryan Tiller trying to recover from his damage. Clavis hanging on barely.
Mid-pack stuff is wild.
Oh, the 35 up into the wall. Mikkel Turkin hang on to it. William Bowman and Chris Pinder will go by. Ryan Tiller, Hashi. A lot of these guys back here bouncing it off the outside walls.
I been noticing Jonathan Schwartz seems to be choosing to run the high line, even with no cars around him.
He was one of the guys that came in on lap 13. Don't believe he took tires. But he's trying to find grip where no one else is right now, and it's going to put him back up inside the top 10 here momentarily.
I think the 15 of Sean Anderson might have been flirting with a wall there with Michael Davis up under him.
On board here, side by side at turn number 4. That wall comes at you quick out of 4. Little Wallace and Kyle Larson incident springs to mind.
Oh, no.
Hopefully without the intentional wreck, just getting, kind of tight and shoving your competitor up into the wall. But looks like a couple guys are searching. Michael McElroy, Zach Allman, they're going at least a half a lane up, not putting that left sides right on the apron. See the bumps down.
It's working for him. Sean Anderson able to get around Michael Davis.
Zach Allman way up top, rim riding almost. He'll have the run out of 4 on Michael Davis. He's pinching a little bit, little side draft.
He's going to have it on Sean Anderson, too.
Try a little crossover move here. On board with him, that's exactly what he does, top to bottom. Now he's got the inside line, shortest way around the racetrack, and these guys are searching for grip. You can see a little bit further back. Daniel Landwehr in the mix. McQuiggan arriving on the scene as well. Still side by side. Now the 15 of Sean Anderson's getting the benefit of the run off the top.
That little crossover not working well for Zach Allman.
He almost had him clear, but now he's stuck on the bottom. Doesn't have the benefit of the draft down the Nellis straightaway. He's stuck side by side. Drives it in pretty deep though this time by. We might have him clear off of 4. Gonna slide up right in front of him. Sean Anderson cuts him a bit of a break. This is pretty intense stuff at the front here as we work lap number 26. Things have somewhat calmed down. The guys just trying to pick each other off one at a time and follow through. The mid-pack definitely seems to have sorted itself out. Somewhat. They split off into 2. William Bowman almost caught the wall. Dean Clavitt does catch the wall. He's just trying to hang on until the stage break, fix as much damage as he can. Up front, it is Randy Arms by half a second over Sartaj Man. Our picks to win 1-2 right now. Nothing can go wrong when that happens.
Oh, that's just rude.
Schwartz has cracked the top 10 though, using that middle and high line very effectively. Daniel Landwehr to the inside of Michael Davis.
Something kind of surprising to me, and I know not every driver from every team is going to have the same speed, but Tri-Racial Racing have 3 of the top 4, and then you have Justnell Johnson mired back in traffic, not able to really get moving forward.
Remember, he was involved in the lap 1 caution. He's got a little bit of damage.
No excuse. Caution's out.
Ooh. See some smoke there in 1 and 2, and it is, oh, Jonathan Schwartz and Michael Davis.
Oh, they were 3 wide going in there as I was talking about Justnell Johnson.
We had just seen it. You had just mentioned it as well. We saw him go 3 wide. We went and saw what was Justin Johnson was up to, and they wrecked at the front. 3rd caution of the night. We had literally just clicked off of this battle. Oh, and it's a tight squeeze, and that was never going to work. They all met in the middle there. It's unsurprising mistakes here from some of the cleanest drivers in the field. Don't remember ever saying anything about Michael Davis or Jonathan Schwartz being involved. But you can tell here just the natural progression of the corner. Davis wants to come up and Schwartz wants to come down. He's also got Landwehr underneath him. So that's just a whole ordeal right here. You see 66 coming up. 57 going up, 58 coming down, and ran out of real estate.
Unsurprising, Schwartz comes down to pit. Gotta get that damage fixed.
So now here's an interesting thing. We'll see if anyone is bold enough. I don't think so, though. You're going to be at the back fixing damage. No one wants to waste a set of tires.
I mean, if there was a guy to do it, it would be Shorts. He just happens to be involved in the caution.
How many sets do we have tonight? I didn't actually get to put that in before tonight. What is it?
4.
4 total sets.
4 total sets.
So 1 on the car, 3 in the pits. I'm surprised nobody took a chance here. Especially a guy like Casey Brown or Chris Walker, because you know you're going to be in that hornet's nest on the restart. So maybe get some fresh tires and try and get some track position at the stage break here.
I mean, Michael Davis is putting tires on the car. So you might, depending on how bad the damage is, they might be able to make a run. Ooh, no, the damage, that is not good.
57's got some, yeah, this is...
Yeah, I don't think tires are helping those cars.
Schwartz, I think, put him on. He actually might have a half-decent chance. Yeah, 3 cautions in the early going here. Nothing, even the LSRL style, it's 2 of them were, you could say, netcode related. That one was just a racing incident. Nothing really malicious on any of them. But just guys pushing hard. So I'm okay with it. Nothing really like, hey, he just sent it in from 17 car lengths back and cleaned the dude out. So it's early in a new season, new names, new faces. So guys going to have to learn to work together and see where the boundaries are. And I'm sure it'll get cleaned up quickly. Scott Kelly going to come down again. But the more cautions we have, though, obviously we don't really want to see them all the time. It allows guys to get some damage fixed and get back into the swing of things. All 28 cars on track are still on the lead lap. We've lost Jonathan Mazzella and Wayne Ruprecht, both due to blown engines. And while we reset the field here, let's get a quick word in from tonight's fantastic sponsors that support the LSRL assortment of leagues. But a massive, massive shout out to tonight's sponsors, Sim Racer Hub, Sim 3D, Butt Kicker, Grid Finder, and Wilder Graphics for all the support that they have with the LSRL Xfinity Series and their other association of leagues. The F1 League and the GT3 League.
McElroy's not going on this restart.
Absolutely not.
We're going to be scattered a little bit.
Frimpong into P2 now. We'll see what kind of challenge he can put up on Randy Arms. McElroy back to 10th now. We'll see this mid-pack pretty much get 3 wide immediately. We have a number of times tonight. tries to scramble for positions. Ryan Tiller up near the top 15. Good to see after being involved in our second caution. Schwartz will try and start the climb back through the field. We'll see if he can make any progress with that damaged race car. We do have a battle for the race lead. Mark Frimpong, less than a car length from Randy Arms. Where does he go? Following his footsteps through 3 and 4 as they have a little bit of a gap on Sartaj Man back to third.
I think we could see Mark Frimpong use the same move that Randy used. Just pack some air on the back bumper and ship you into the corner. Don't have to touch you to make you a little scared.
He's falling right in that footstep. You can see he gets a little tight in that dirty air, starts rising up. Randy, obviously with the clean air, has a good corner exit. Mark diving it in a little deep on the entry. Single file all the way back to, I believe that is Lucas Reed trying to make a move on Samuel Demien. That's actually Quiggin making a move on Lucas Reed. Turn number 4. Only 5 laps, including this one, till the stage break, so got to get everything you can. Michael McElroy holding on to that 10th and final stage point, but he's under pressure from Chris Walker. And Schwartz got shot out of a cannon. He's up from 21st to 13th. He's going 3 wide again, and he's got the fresh tires, and that is obvious. He passed 4 cars in one corner, puts it in the wall, and he's still going. He might win the whole stage himself.
I mean, he put himself top 10.
They'll salvage something even with the damaged race car. The fresh tires absolutely doing the heavy lifting here. This 58 is flying.
I mean, hey, you know the car might not hold up on a long run. Why not go get yourself some stage points while you
Absolutely
can?
maximize the race result tonight. And there's another 3 on this lap, up to 6th. He's 1.4 seconds behind Randy Arms. And if these front 2 get to battle in front 3, he's going to be right there. I'd say in the next lap. He's 3/10 quicker that lap, half a second quicker than Landwehr ahead of him. But Jonathan Schwartz again with the strategy calls. We've seen it all last year. He's going to have 2 laps to make a move here. Got a lot of cars to pass. How's he going to do it?
He's got to split these 2.
Oh, and Landwehr almost thought about squeezing him. Gain another 4/10 on the race leaders, though. He should clear Landwehr this lap, and maybe Zach Allen into 3 and 4. And then it's that group of 3 right next to each other. He's going to get 2 and 1, actually, and he'll have a whole lap. Half of a second between our top 3. This is going to be exciting.
Oh, look at the drive he has through the corner.
He's just got it glued to the bottom.
Will he be able to get to Randy?
Can he do 3 and 1? He's going to have to pick up both Sartaj Man and Frimpong in 1 and 2, you would think. He's going to have to brave it around the outside. Not able to do it, though. He's going to have to do the 2 for 1 down the back straightaway. Frimpong actually gives him the outside. And just keep your foot in it now.
Oh, my.
Around P2, can he get to Randy? All the way up to the back bumper, down to his inside. Randy's blocking for the stage win. Yellow is out. Oh my goodness.
What a finish for a stage.
Oh, wow. Those fresh tires did so much work. Oh my goodness. Let's go talk to Randy and see what he saw in his rearview mirror there. Look at this pace car scaring the crap out of everybody. Yeah, if we could get a repeat of that finish, then we'll be all right. Randy Arms, your stage winner here tonight. What did you see in your rearview mirror out of turn 4 that time by?
Well, a lot of blue, actually. I saw him coming. When I took the white, I saw him in 4th. I was like, I don't think he'll get to me. So I watched him down the back. It's like, nah, he's back there a good bit. And then I looked in the mirror in the middle of 3 and 4. I was like, oh, he's got a big run. I'm going to have to block it. So, yeah, we somehow held him off there. He almost pulled the typical Schwartz move and stole the stage win again. But
He passed, I think, 20 cars in less than like 6 laps. It was
yeah,
incredible.
yeah, I knew when I saw him go down pit road, I was like, he's taking tires and he's gonna try to win the stage like he does.
He did that
And
with damage on the car, and it looks like he's gonna pull. I think that's just fuel only for him. Makes sense.
yeah,
I think you might have to give a shout out to Sartaj Man there. He held him up going into 1 and 2. He made him
Just
run real
enough.
high.
yeah, yeah. Well, I have to send Sartaj a message after the race saying thanks, I guess.
Hey, well, we'll see in 90 laps where you can finish.
Yeah, he
Yeah,
had-
boy. Yeah, as I say, we have a good car. Felt pretty good there on the long run too. So hopefully we can stay green and see where we're at the end.
absolutely. Well, good luck the rest of the way, sir.
Yep, thank you.
Here with Jonathan Schwartz, first regular race of the season where you could do your alternate strategy, try and pull off stage win, and you came up, I think it was 5/100th of a second short. But you certainly went for it, and that was some of the most intense racing I've seen in a minute there.
Yeah, I was caught up in that wreck with Michael in the last caution, and I don't know how bad the car's damaged, but it seems pretty fast still. So I figured I'd get some stage points to make up for a bad night that's gonna happen. Maybe we'll see.
Absolutely. I mean, I think you passed 20-something cars in about 6 or 7 laps, and had you not gotten hold up in turn 1 there, you would have been the stage winner, but got a little bit of right side front end damage. Like you said, getting those 9 bonus points, if there is any long-lasting effects, will be huge to get that little extra cushion there.
Yeah, definitely. All the points I can get is best you could do.
Absolutely, is what made you a champion last season. But put on a show there. Excited for the restart. Good luck the rest of the way.
All right, thanks.
I mean,
Yeah.
he pulled those strategies like all season long.
Yeah. Obviously, he wouldn't have wanted to be in the wreck to do the alternate strategy, but you know that's how the cookie crumbles sometimes. Michael Davis, I mean, he's in 24th. He spent time on pit road getting that damage fixed. He comes out a little bit worse for wear. So Scott Kelly in his debut gonna lead us back to the green flag here. Don't see him anywhere, but is he gonna pit? Nah, he's gonna stay out on the racetrack. So Schwartz actually has a chance to take the lead here pretty quickly, and then he's got obviously I think 10 lap older tires than the rest of the field. So we'll see if he can hang on.
So this is going to be a fun restart.
Yeah, front row, older tires.
I mean, 2 of them. Both going to be in the way. Going to just see what Randy and Mark can do. The rest of the field.
Yeah, they'll have to be careful here. Just on the restart, going to be even more chaotic. Dean, I can confirm that you're embarrassing us in the booth.
Does he have a YG on the car?
He does not, but he says I'm racing like a 300 iRacing driver right now. I can confirm that's what's happening.
A little silly, a little goofy.
Cody Johnson and Lucas Reed came down, and I think they topped off with fuel there, so they'll be restarting way in the back. They got some fast race cars as well, so see how that extra lap or 2 of fuel works out for them. But it is Scott Kelly, started in the 26th position. And a little bit of strategy here. I'm getting some airtime at the bare minimum. You love to see that. We'll see if they can all hold their nerve here on this restart. We had some good green flag racing at the end of that stage. We'll see if we can pick up where we left off. Pace car is off. Scott Kelly went down to the apron. That's all right.
I think he might have a black flag.
That wouldn't surprise you, but Schwartz is in prime position to take the race lead here. For how long, we don't know. Randy's even in a bigger position. Oh, man. Hold on to your hats, folks. Landwehr trying to go 4 wide. And we are 3 and...
Oh,
here comes Frimpong.
Yeah.
Mark takes advantage. Randy caught up behind Schwartz.
Schwartz just going to that high side. Ooh, that car is loose up there.
Randy knows the benefit of the clean air. He's trying to get on that right rear quarter panel and side draft the 81 back to him. But now he's got Sartaj man to his inside. Randy will probably have to burn his stuff up here to get back by. But if he can get clear to P2, though, he could probably set off after him, but he'll barely do so. Eric Shields now going around Scott Kelly. Here comes Chris Walker.
The entire field.
Everybody has a free spot on their minds, and they're going to do... Oh, contact made between Mikhail Turkin and Chris Walker. Right side damage for the 7. Scott Kelly, I mean, he did a decent job staying out of the way.
I think that's what we call a learning experience.
Absolutely. He is very loose right now. We'll see what Randy's able to do now. This is the first time he's really had to deal with any sort of traffic, and it's just one car directly ahead of him, so we'll see. I heard a couple times last year when guys with such similar pace get lined up nose to tail, it's basically impossible to pass, so we'll see here. Justin Johnson recovering back inside the top 10. Good to see with his damage. So you imagine if Schwartz gets back on schedule here, that he would have some decent top 10 speed. Not race winning speed, but he'd be able to salvage something out of tonight.
And there are enough broken race cars that he should be able to get it. I don't want to say easy top 20, but top 20 should definitely be on the books. Top 15.
Here's Zach Almond chasing after Samuel Demien while also being under pursuit from Nathaniel Landwehr. Down the back straightaway they go.
Got the inside of Samuel.
54. 21 inside and outside. Still side by side. This I'm Landwehr. I'm trying to get the run off, make it 3 wide, and go about my business. Before drives it in pretty deep. He's right on that white line. Shortest way around the racetrack. Trying to complete the pass. 21. Not letting him get away, though.
There's such a big run on that high side.
I'd say there's just noticeable improvement, even in the short offseason that these guys had from this 21 machine, though. Definitely from running mid-teens to putting it P2 and running inside the top 5. I'd say that 21's put in a lot of work to improve. And it's fun to see guys mix it up at the front. It's definitely a bonus when they can race pretty clean like this 21's doing. Love to see a good side-by-side battle. Oh, and we jinxed it. A little bit of contact off turn 2.
And I believe, like, talking about the improvement from Samuel, I'm pretty sure he was my pick to win last night. Started P4.
Look at the side draft there from the 66. Yeah, he's definitely improved his consistency, the next gen and the Xfinity. It's fun to see Adam Kilday having a nice night as well. He's at 14 spots. Remarkable improvement from what we saw in qualifying. Wrecking loose both laps.
Another driver that I, want to see their growth and continued participation. Like, he seemed a little down on himself last season. Thought about potentially not showing up. Didn't think he was as good as the other drivers. But he's running 13th right now.
Really having a great night. He's one of those guys that gets better as the race goes on, definitely. He's right up in the battle for a top 10 here tonight. The race is clean, though. That's really all you can ask for.
Exactly.
Races his fellow competitors very clean and puts on a show for the fans each and every week. Shorts way up top. Those 10-lap older tires starting to hamper now his efforts. And here comes William Bowman. He's up 15 spots. Trying to make it 16 on Schwartz. Here's the battle for the race lead, though. Randy is closed back in. The gap is under a car length. Frimpong shows him the inside. Randy going to shove him all the way down the back straightaway. He's going to try a little bit of a crossover move here. Goes half a lane higher. Is going to get the run out of 4. Frimpong doesn't block it this early in the race. Still plenty of time to come back at him. And they're side by side for the race lead, entering turn number 1. Randy through the middle. Frimpong right down on that apron.
Oh, he just a beautiful 1 and 2 there.
And he has that thing hooked up on the high side. Frimpong, no choice but to fall in line and try and follow in his footsteps. It's a 3-car breakaway at the front. 3 cars separated by 3.5 tenths, and then a second back to Samuel Damien. Schwartz continuing to fade here. He needs a caution of some sort to get back into the mix. But not looking likely as of now. Still 28 cars on the lead lap. Josh Toothman has lost the main pack, but he's still on the lead lap. Scott Kelly on the older tires as well. Michael Davis with damage. Dean Clabbett with damage. Kel Turkin, a little bit of right front damage, and he's new to the oval side, I believe. I think he does their GT3 league, so good to see some crossover from our Monday and Tuesday night guys and the LSRL guys as a whole coming over trying a different discipline of racing. Pender trying to hang on to a top 20 with his damage.
It's gonna hurt when we raise our prices and we have to like give up a league. Just put it in their minds early.
Dean Clabbett will make a pass. Battles all over the racetrack. And right now the tightest battle on the racetrack I think is for second place between teammates. The 81 and the 49. Casey Brown, Ryan Tiller, good to see them having some strong nights as well, especially Ryan with that right front damage. He's become a fan favorite over.
I mean, there's a close battle. I believe that's Eric Shields and Michael McElroy.
Absolutely. This is for the last spot in the top 10. But again, it shows you how quickly, you know, guys can be like, all right, we pushed the issue a little bit in that first stage, and we've gone caution-free since lap 30. We had the stage break, we re-racked everybody, and now we're just down to race here, and it's pretty cool to see. There's Travis Daly on picking up a spot, bringing McQuiggan right with him, and Chris Walker as well. Lucas Reed and Ben Thomas going at it as well. So battle is literally all over the racetrack.
Sitting here watching Daniel Hashy sit on the back of this pack, waiting for someone else to make a mistake. He tends to be more of a passive driver, doesn't really want to stick his nose in there. I think that's kind of a, you know, part of having 200 ping.
So very patient, right? He just wants to minimize his mistakes and nail his strategy. That's what when we talk to him each and every week. It seems to be his story. Here comes Michael McElroy in the 83 machine to the inside of Ryan Tiller. I'd imagine over the course of the longer runs is when that damage would start to come into play once those tires start to lose their grip a little bit.
A battle I wasn't really expecting. Samuel Demien caught up to Sartaj. Man, he's brought Nathaniel Landwehr into this.
Absolutely. He was a second behind just a couple of laps ago, but he's saving stuff over the long run. Doing a fantastic job. All over the back bumper of that 49. Gonna try and do a little bit of a crossover. Goes a lane higher and tries to get under him if he can with the runoff, but not able to do so this time. Randy really hasn't got away with that clean air either. Only 3 car lengths back to that 81.
I mean, I gotta think that Randy at this point is just saving. He knows where he's at. Like, he knows he's good. And it's not like you can really get too far away from Mark Frimpong and Sartaj, man. They are good drivers on their own. Mark might be a little dangerous, but he's still a good driver.
And you wonder in the back of Randy's mind after last night's strategy with the pit stops and losing track position. Do you come in a lap early? Because obviously with 4 or 5 guys right behind you, it's literally a second back to 5th place. If all 4 of them came in on the same lap, a lap before you came out ahead of you, that's 4 cars you got to pass with a 1-lap tire difference, and that's pretty hard to do. And everyone's this equally, you know, this equal on speed. Even Zach Allman, I mean, he's in 6th. He's only 2.8 seconds back. He'd come in a couple laps early. He could complicate your life even more. So right now, we're just kind of waiting for the shoe to drop Let's see who blinks first on these pit stops. If you're this
Yeah.
66 machine or this 21, you're kind of falling in the footsteps. There's no harm to just take that 1 lap advantage.
I think Randy's got to also like have it in his mind, like this is LSRL. There shouldn't be a late race caution, so like he shouldn't have to worry about potentially going a lap down and getting stuck.
Right.
But just
We'll
needs to
see
run his
though.
race
We'll
with his
see
strategy.
who's done the long run practice this week. If anyone loops it, as those tires continue to age. Schwartz is now falling outside the top 20. He was anticipating this pain. He did not take his second set of tires. He was hoping for a caution to get caught back up. Ooh, he actually got sandwiched there between Cody B. Johnson and Lucas Reed. But he's just really staying up against the wall. It's 5 cars at the front, separated by 0.8 of a second. We've crossed the halfway point. And with really how the race is going, I could easily see getting at least 2 green flag pit stop cycles in here. And you got to start thinking about it that early. You know, if you lose track position on the first green flag cycle, then you got to do that much more to make up for it in the second cycle. And then you pit too early and get past at the end. Get too late, you're too far behind. You can't catch up in time. It's all these things go through a driver's mind when the racing is this close together. There's 5 cars with a realistic shot at the win right now.
And it looks like Randy's starting, like, ever so slightly picking up a little bit of advantage on those cars behind him.
Picks up 100th here, 100th there. It's gone from 3 to 4/10 of a second. Especially if these guys get racy behind him. They gotta, if I'm these 4, I just sit in line. You're in a great position right now. Second race of the season, you know, you got great points in the bag. If you just stay together and draft together, especially if you're Frimpong and Sartaj Man, work together as teammates and try and find a way around the 8 later in the race. But right now, you don't need to get yourself out of this battle. Don't tell the 66 and 21 that, though. They're going for it. Ooh, that's tight off of 4. Another battle we're keeping our eye on is Chris Walker, trying to find a way around McQuiggan, who settled into this 15th position. Been hounding him for a couple of laps now. Chris Pinder in for a green flag pit stop. They came in on lap 41. They should be able to go to about lap 73 to 75, I imagine, based on the estimates we were getting from drivers pre-race.
We were getting estimates from drivers.
Ryan Taylor told me something pre-race, but we'll see how close it was. I have the inside, I have the anonymous sources, the anonymous Raw general manager.
It's Hornswoggle. It was always Hornswoggle.
But we're kind of just waiting now with just mere laps before green flag pit stops. And I think Mark Frimpong has realized that. He's closed up and halved that deficit. I'm having a stroke. Deficit to Randy Arms. Got it down from 4 to 2/10. And this could be, you know, getting the last little bit of grip out of these tires, trying to make a move before green flag pit stops. But still, it is 5 cars from Randy Arms to Samuel Damian, 1 second separating them. Laps continue to tick away here. Casey Brown trying to pressure Zach Almond. He's got the run on the inside. This is the battle for 6th. You heard him pedaling it. Oh, and that got really tight into turn number 3 there.
That car looked a little sideways there.
They're both trying to side up
Ooh,
each other.
there's
Contact on the front stretch, 54 way up the hill. Bring Justin Johnson into play. bit further back, here's Joshua McQuiggan and Travis DeLeon. McQuiggan goes through to 14th. Travis trying to fight back. Chris Walker and Daniel Hashey in the mix as well.
Starting to get a little sillier here.
So here comes Travis for his green flag pit stop. Needs to hang out just a little bit.
Ooh, someone ahead of him.
William Bowman.
He
Cody B. Johnson in as well. So we're going to wait and see.
Oh, Cody B. Johnson straight into the wall.
Oh, no. Oh, he gets on that transition. Slammed on the brake, downshifting, and into the wall hard he goes. But who blinks first? Who blinks first among our lead group here? I think if you're Casey Brown, you have a realistic shot 5 seconds back if you came in. But 5 cars separated by just under a second.
I just gotta say that is potentially heartbreaking for Travis DeLeon, because that car of Cody B. Johnson bounced back up into him.
Right, that's what the second part of that contact was.
Wow.
Through no fault of his own. 25 seconds plus on pit road already, and he is away. None of our leaders, though, pitting. Zach Almond and Michael McElroy going at it. This is for 8th. McElroy takes the spot away, but I'm just waiting to see who blinks first. Let's go on board here with the 21 machine. You can just see it's just a train. 5 highly talented individuals. And they are mirroring each other, tire mark for tire mark. Into turn number 1 at 180 miles an hour. As we've gone 1 full fuel run. Scott Kelly has spent an extended time on pit road. He could be our next retirement. If they all come in together, that would be a pretty incredible sight. If they all if Randy blinks first and they follow him in, that'd be pretty funny to see.
Oh, there would definitely be some braking strategy on a pit road to try and gain a couple.
I feel like Casey Brown is not in a bad situation because he can react to what the top 5 decide to do. We were told 37 laps at the top end by Ryan Tiller, so blame him if it's wrong. Looks like it's wrong. But, I mean, well, they pitted on 41, and they got back to green at probably 43, so, I mean, they are really pushing it right now. We've already seen a couple guys blink. 4 pit stops. William Bowman will be one to monitor. He was the first one to take that chance. We'll see how much progress he makes. He is 2 seconds and change quicker than the rest of his field. His last lap, a 31.6. Last lap for Randy Arms, a 32.5. So a huge fall off. So, and it's gonna be Michael McElroy, first of our top 10 to pit.
Oh, he's gonna bring in McQuiggan.
So now we're really gonna keep our eyes on this top 5. And who better than through the eyes of the guy that's the caboose of this lead 5? Who blinks first? Who can get on and off of pit road? Everyone's still staying out, sticking to their guns. Casey Brown, Justin Johnson.
Oh, yellow is out.
Oh, and it's Ryan Tiller. And this might be perfect for Michael McElroy if he could stay on the lead lap. I don't think he was able to, though. He'll get the wave around, but my goodness, how that has changed the complexion of this race. Take a look at what happened to the 23 machine here. Oh, it's Travis DeLeon as well. Oh my goodness.
I just don't understand what's happening there. I mean, I understand they kind of both want the high line, but...
And Travis was recently off of pit road, so he had the fresher tires. Not sure what the they weren't on the same lap. That was not for position. Oh, wow. And it looks like, Ryan obviously does his turn in for the corner, and Travis doesn't give as much space as what he thought he would have, and that just instantly got him around. But everybody's in.
Ooh, Randy's losing the race off pit road. It's gonna be Mark Frimpong, my bet.
That's very interesting that that happened that way, because Randy came in first and he had a pit lane time of, well, it was actually, yeah, it was all about getting in and out of your box. They had the exact same stop, 15.05. Mark Frimpong spent 45.8 seconds on pit road. Randy spent 46.5. So good work by the 81 machine of getting in and out of his box. Yeah, it gets kind of... Travis, I mean, he was on those fresh tires. I guess he thought he would just have the corner clear. That was a weird one. I mean, he's definitely quicker. He gets to the inside here. He's making the run down the back straightaway. Yeah, he doesn't really... He just kind of stays on that seam. You can see just ahead of him, that 15 is Sean Anderson. He's down, kind of arcing the corner a little bit. And Ryan turns in for the corner, and Travis is still there, unfortunately. But that is very unfortunate for William Bowman and McElroy, because they were going to... I mean, McElroy will get the wave around, but if it was a lap or two earlier that he pitted, he would have come out the race leader here. Chris Walker will get a wave around. McQuiggan will get one. Pinder, Michael Davis will all get wave arounds here. But it will be Mark Frimpong from Randy Arms. We saw this a time or two before. Randy kind of fell back in the initial stages and then kind of ran him back down, but it was pretty much back and forth either way. Once Randy got back by, Mark did not let him get away. So we are in for a thrilling finish here. They should not be able to make it the rest of the way.
You think we see a splash and go at the end, or, 4 in fuel?
Because if they even stretched it to 40, they would be 5 laps short once we go back to green. So they'd have to do some hardcore saving. And I hate that we have to bunch them up right now, because we are in for a fuel mileage race as of now if we don't get a caution. I really don't want another caution, fellas. We had one fuel mileage race at Auto Club, second race of the season for Season 7 LSRL. Ran out of fuel on the last lap. I don't remember who it was. It might have been I don't know. But that's an all-time classic. I just don't remember the drivers' names. You remember what I'm talking about, right? That Auto Club race. Oh, come on. You just sold me so hard.
Bro, you're talking to someone who has a almost non-functioning memory.
22 cars on the lead lap. Chris Walker 1 down. Cody B. Johnson 2 down. Ryan Tiller still on pit road.
And in our chat, it's always funny to see him be an Arizona Cardinals fan.
Yeah. Doesn't have anything to look forward to for the rest of this race or football season. You really hate to see it. I'm sorry, Ryan, that was rude. Mark Frimpong has the field in tow, enters the Geico restart zone, and gets a pretty decent jump there.
I think it's a little more than pretty decent. It's going to clear Sartaj Man as well.
That's good team play there, obviously in the same voice chat. And they'll actually put Randy back to third. They knew what they signed up for when they signed us to broadcast into the season.
They could have backed out at any point.
I mean, does it? If you're not an Arizona fan, does it make it really any better that you're a St. Louis Cardinals fan? Is that any better? Is that the consolation prize you want this season?
Man said Nolan Arenado, fine throw baseman.
You should just bring back Pujols at this point.
And Yachty.
Ain't nothing going. The whole season's a wash. They just bring him back. Let him get the home run record. Just I don't care how long it takes. Let this man hit 10 home runs a year and sign him for 7 more years. 11 World Series. I don't remember when the last one was. I'll be honest with you, Chief. If it wasn't in the last 2 years, it's practically irrelevant.
Astros, baby.
Braves. So Randy, we saw what he had to do with 1 car. Now he's got to get around 2 if he wants to get back to the front.
I don't think Sartaj is going to cut him any breaks.
Absolutely not.
He does not want to see that 8 machine get in front of him and just start kind of moving away.
Tracking down his teammate, no less, but we got to consider the fuel. We'll see if any one of these front runners elects to kind of back off early and try and save 5 or 6 laps of fuel. It'd be a really tall task to do, but...
Or you could just see someone go full, I'm going to run my tires out the second it starts getting away from me. I'm going to come down for 4 and fuel.
I don't even think a tires make sense when it's this close. I think you just have to commit to that splash and go. Or you split it in half. I mean, I suppose it's a workable strategy.
Yeah.
Dean Klavitz entered the top 15 for the first time in a while. So he's fighting back with that damage. Daniel Ashley sits 12th. He's battling away with Zach Amon. And Shore's got the caution he needed. He'll rebound to 11th. They have 3 cars, 1 lap down. They're all on their own lap, so Chris Walker in line for the lucky dog. Travis DeLeon back out on track. He'll look to get around Ryan Tiller. And Scott Kelly, I believe he's still on pit road. Yes, he is.
Randy Arm's actually able to take over 2nd place. Closing in on Frimpong.
They're all right there. They've been that way the entire race. Samuel Demien in the mix. Landwehr has fallen back a little bit. 1 second. I'm not sure if you tried to save 6 laps with the tire fall off. I just don't know how that would play out. That's a good point, though. Like, if you came in with, 25 to go, and you ran incredibly hard to the end with the leaders making a splash and go, is that enough?
Randy is fighting, trying to get the lead back.
If he's trying to... Oh, he's going to get blocked. That's a risky move there. Here comes Sartaj, man, to the inside. Teammates trying to
wrecking each other.
You've seen it before. Randy's going to have to do the double, though. He's going to have to deal with 2 teammates that don't want him to get by. It's hard, but it is fair at the end of it. He's going to have to get to that. If he's got to clear this 49 and get a run that makes it unblockable.
Both these drivers want to win, and by both, I mean the teammates, obviously. They are not just trying to hold Randy up so one can win the race. They both want to win it for themselves.
This could be the move right here. Now there's it down to the inside. He's going to have it all to do, though, on the bottom side of the racetrack. The 81 is going to get the run off of turn 4. Randy does a nice job holding his own on the bottom, though. Goes up a little bit to try and side draft, and he's going to drive it in deep into turn number 1. Try and force the 81 up the hill. I don't think Mark's going to give him the outside anymore. I think that'd be a losing proposition there.
There's a little bump drafting as Randy got loose out of 2. Sartaj, man, just connected to his back bumper, started pushing him forward.
Randy loses a 10th on this lap. Because if you're leading this race, the bottom line is where you want to be, shortest way around the racetrack. But we've seen guys go up to that middle line and find some grip. There's plenty of battles on this racetrack here. Shorts 12th, Lucas Reed 11th, Zach Amon and Eric Shields going at it. Casey Brown hunting down Justin Johnson.
Daniel Hennessy top 10, maybe?
Here's Mikhail Turkin, Joshua McQuiggan, and Michael McElroy all going at it. Daniel Hennessy right in the mix as well. But there is one more pit stop, unless you completely decide to go for the save. So there's a lot to consider here the rest of the way as we approach 30 laps to go. And it is 4 cars in a line. Landwehr starting to close the gap to those front 4 ever so slightly. And there are battles all over the racetrack here. 3 cars there, 3 cars there, 4 cars here. Josh Toothman picks up a position on Cody B. Johnson. Another retirement. Ryan Tiller back out on the racetrack as well. And just look how close it is at the front.
Randy was all over the back bumper of Mark Brindle.
It fluctuates lap to lap. Randy doesn't want to go down to the bottom, though, because that'll put him in danger from getting passed by Sartaj. If you make a move out of line, the 49's not going with you. He's not going to push you clear of his teammate. So if you go to the bottom side of the racetrack, that 49's filling that top side real quick, and he's going to try and use that momentum and just stick you down on the bottom and send you back to 5th place. So really, Randy's just hoping for a mistake right now, because the 81's not giving up the top side of this racetrack. 4 cars under a blanket here, 4 cars under a blanket for 10th.
Randy trying to stick his nose to the outside.
He's just letting them know he's there. There is legitimately 5 cars separated by 0.6 of a second at Las Vegas. They are putting on a clinic right now. 30 laps to go when they complete this lap. Again, it is a 5-car battle for the win. Justin Johnson has just a little bit too much damage from that first wreck to compete. They're 2.5 back. Randy looking to the outside, though. Can he get the run? Will actually be side by side with Sartaj. Frimpong was trying to give Mann the draft.
And that did not help out Randy. Sartaj was able to get beside him, potentially get a little side drafting on him.
He'll lose another 10th here. He'll have to close in. Every 100th of a second is absolutely crucial. And the margin for error is practically nothing.
Oh, Randy caught the apron there.
There's 5 cars going for it here, and then right here there's 4 cars going at it. There's battles literally all over the racetrack. Daniel Hennessy up to 12th. Shorts just ahead of him. Trying to find a way around Zach Amon. Casey Brown trying to find a way around Justin Johnson. Back of their minds is the battle of fuel mileage. Sartaj Mann is under pressure from Nathaniel Landwehr, who got around Samuel Demian just 2 laps ago. So what can this 66 do in the closing stages?
This might alleviate some pressure on Randy. Going to take that, the pressure of Sartaj Mann off of him, because he's getting fought now.
Absolutely. It kind of puts you in a straight-up one-on-one now. The situation is still the same, though. This 81 is not going to give you the top. Down the back straightaway, he's not going to let you get to his right rear and side draft the back. You're going to have to make a send on the inside. You're going to have to pit a lap before him. You're going to have to force a mistake somehow, some way. There's just so many battles going on this racetrack right now. Chris Pinder is in. We'll see if he just does a splash and go or if he's going to split it in half. Got a lot of damage. I think he might want 4 fresh tires to the end. Lucas Reed gets around Hash. He puts him back to 13th, and Schwartz still trying to find a way around Zach Amon. Casey Brown still trying to find a way around the 33 machine.
I really want that Daniel Hashey top 10.
Had a couple last season. I think at Atlanta and Daytona. I believe he's searching for his first on a true oval, and it's half a second in front of him. William Bowman is in, so he pits from the 17th position. Pender did take 4 tires and fuel in his last stop, so he's good to the end. William Bowman will be good to the end as well. And with 25 laps to go, this would be kind of the point where we see guys just commit to an aggressive strategy. Or if they wait for the splash and go at the end of it. Oh, but it's not going to matter as this whole 5-car pack collides on the front stretch. And they are
Zach
all
Almond tries to
destroyed.
pit.
Oh, no.
I don't know if he
Oh,
didn't
Ben
call it.
Thomas! That entire pack just self-destructed. That is crazy. 5 cars under a blanket and they all wreck.
I mean, Schwartz got out of it. He was on the high side. He was able to make it around. But Zach Amon pitting from that bottom line.
That's not...
I guess
not.
Lucas Reed did not get the memo, but I don't know if he said anything in chat.
That's not great. Oh, because I mean...
Why do we keep getting fuel mileage races taken away from us for no reason?
It was unnecessary, to say the least, because Lucas Reed, I mean, he's committed to his line. At this point, he has no idea. And then right here is when you see the noticeable jump. I mean, what do? You got the 58 to your outside. You just can't hook a hard right mid-corner. And he doesn't know it's... I mean, you gotta commit to the bottom earlier. That's very unfortunate. And then, really, I mean, there are 5 cars just sitting there. They are all nose to tail practically. Daniel Hashey has no idea what's going on. He just sees right. Oh, this is all he sees. Bam, bam. There you go. You're done. There's Michael McElroy. Nothing he could have done. I mean that
hurts. That hurt. Again, it hurts my feelings. Like drivers that I... Ooh, there's a race off of pit road. Sartaj Mann and Randy Arms. I'm not sure who actually got that one.
McElroy nowhere to go. Adam Kilday, the other driver involved. Where did he end up in all this? Where'd he go? Excuse me? What place is he in right now? So I'll do it this way then. I cannot find him on the list. There we go. And then Ben Thomas has it. This is very unfortunate here. Under yellow, slow. You got to slow up. You got to slow up. Oh, he just slow up. No, he was just loose under braking. Well, let's go back. I want to see that race off of pit road that you were talking about. We were reviewing the wreck. Looks like Frimpong got it again.
Yeah, Frimpong got it, but the battle was between Sartaj Mann and Randy Arms.
Ah. Oh my goodness. Oh, it's... Take your pick. My goodness.
I believe they gave it to Randy.
I mean, that's as close as it gets. But Schwartz, this is going to be an interesting move. This is going to be very interesting. He has stayed out on the racetrack.
I wonder if he's just hoping for another caution.
So this is going to really just not help Sartaj Man here whatsoever. Light should be off on the pace car this time by. Chris Pinder will get a wave around. That's our 4th actual caution of the race and a stage break. I'm shocked.
Yeah, it's been a bit of a longer Tuesday night for us.
You might hit the 2-hour mark, but so actually no, it does end up sorting out. Randy will start 3rd and not 4th on the outside, him and Sartaj Man. So Randy might have had the dominant car. He lost track position on 2 restarts by cars on older tires staying out, and right now you gotta be thinking to yourself, what can I do to get a break here? 81 might just be able to sail off around the outside. Sartaj Man could come right with him, and Randy could be back down in 4th here pretty quick.
I mean, this is where you talk to your teammate. I mean, they're still speed zone, whether or not they're on the same speed zone team. You go tell them, hey, you get a big jump and you pull up to that high side.
Yeah, you need to be a pick here, bud.
Daniel Hashi's manually disconnected. I am.
Yeah, I mean, that was some heavy contact for a lot of those guys. Lucas Reed.
That one hurts the soul
It
there.
really does. But let's see the jump here that this 58 gets. This is going to be crucial. Randy will probably take it 3 wide if he senses any opening. Going to be 19 laps to go on the restart. Ooh, the 81 spun his tires, and Randy did not get a good jump, though. So it looks like this 81 is going to have the freedom to do what he wants here. Going to take to the inside here, I imagine. Schwartz does take the middle. 3 wide. Randy on the bottom. Move of the race, potentially. Sartaj Man gonna stick his nose in there. He is there. Side by side, Frimpong loose going for it. Randy, can he hold the lead?
Oh, there's still contact back here.
Yes, he can. What a battle. Now the race is on.
Ooh, I believe that's Casey Brown got moved up the track in the back.
That was Sean Anderson in the 15 that sent him for a ride. Smoke. I believe it was
Why is there smoke?
Ben Thomas and Travis DeLeon wrecking further back. DeLeon able to tow. Ben Thomas, I think, is crawling back to the pits. Yes, he is. Blown engine. His day is done. And that's exactly what happened on that restart. Schwartz just kind of took up space in the middle. Didn't throw a block, just kind of made it awkward for everyone to go around. Randy 3 wide on the bottom. And Frimpong was digging around the outside, broke loose. Sartaj Man got pinched on the bottom. Now he's got 16 laps to try and get back up there. Randy was almost a 10th quicker last lap. This time another 10th quicker, 30.64, 30.73. Advantage Randy Arms that lap. Our picks to win are 1 and 2. Odds are Sartaj gets to him last lap and turns him. Nathaniel Land, where's your winner?
Oh, wow.
Eric Shields having a solid night. He wants a top 5. Justin Johnson has recovered remarkably well.
I can't believe you played that strongly in the commentator's curse.
16 cars on the lead lap. Michael McElroy somehow able to continue and salvage something. Zach Amon, obviously, the cause of what might be the last caution, sits 15th. Chris Walker down below the apron on the back straightaway. That's a weird way to take turn number 3. Adam Kilday looking for a top 10, as is Mikhail Turkin. And how about Dean Clavitt? It's all popping off here. Running order gets all topsy-turvy at the end of these things. Frimpong trying to find a way back to the front. Maybe potentially a little hot under the collar. Oh, and Casey Brown. Something happened to the 88 machine. Not sure what happened to him, but he was way off the pace. And he's still off the pace. Looks like a...
Wonder if something happened with that contact.
Yeah, blown motor there. His day is done. On board here with Frimpong. It's 5 cars, 1.3 seconds back. Here comes Mikhail Turkin to the inside for 9th. It's a little tight, though, up under Dean. And it's still 5 cars, 1.3 seconds back. Sartaj Man not letting Randy get away. Casey Brown was able to get on pit road. We will stay green. How about we crank it up one time real quick here with 11 to go. Haven't done it tonight. Kind of got lost in all the on-track action, but now is as good a time as any with the battle for the race win on the line. Sartaj has got the gap comfortably at 0.2 of a second. Just needs to find a little bit. Last lap, he was half a tenth quicker. There's Zach Amon in another precarious spot, getting onto pit road. Not sure if his engine let go as well. Last lap, Randy was half a tenth quicker. 9 laps to go. It looks like a 2-car battle to end it.
You say that, but if they start fighting hard enough, they could pull Landwehr into it.
Sartaj Man has the benefit of the draft down the front and back straightaway. He closes in every so often on that front and back stretch. Draft pulling him ever closer. Randy has the advantage through 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 with the dirty air. The heat on the tires of the 49. Vegas won a Stanley Cup as well. How about it? Good for them.
Should have won it their inaugural season, but...
Kind of choked up at the end, but here comes Chris Walker charging late to 9th. Mikhail Turkin falls back to 10th, and Dean Clavitt trying to find a way into the top 10 late. Justin Johnson being pursued by Eric Shields all the way to the finish. 7 laps to go. That time by Randy. Another half a tenth quicker. Nathaniel Landwehr is actually the quickest out of these 3. It is 0.7 of a second separating your top 3. 1.3 seconds back to 4th. 1.6 back to 5th. Here's Dean Clavitt again, trying to break into the top 10 late. Would be a remarkable recovery for the 56 machine if he can make the move stick. Would not be a bad night at all for Mikhail Turkin, though. He's up 14 spots. Adam Kilbay up 15 is your biggest mover. And these guys can't decide who wants the 10th position. Look at Dean driving in deep at the end, though. And now, I think here with a couple laps, I think the tires have given out for the 49 machine of Sartaj Man. Now he's under pressure from Nathaniel Landwehr. Jonathan Schwartz is pitting here late to give up the 13th position. He stayed out, remember, and he'll have to come in and pit. So I guess he did not have the fuel to make it. So again, that's
certainly a call.
He was hoping for one more caution, try and save that last set of tires. He did not get it. As he got those.
We were definitely close to getting it.
Here comes Nathaniel Landwehr, though. If he can clear Sartaj Man this lap, he could give a half-hearted run to the end. He's closed in another 1/10 of a second.
He's going to take a look on the inside. He's getting pinched down really hard there.
Contact. He's loose. He really had to clear him. But of course, the 49's not going to give up the top side, much like we saw Frimpong do earlier in the race. Here's Sean Anderson and Eric Shields battling it out. Yeah, Landwehr had a shot. He's continually the quickest car on the racetrack. But that 49 proven to be an effective roadblock here, holding on to P2. 2 laps to go this time by. Randy needs to complete this lap as quick as humanly possible. He just wants to see the white flag in the air. He's got 32 seconds to make it around. He hopes there's no funny business between second and third.
I can get a little funny.
Down the back straightaway, got a couple lap cars ahead. Teammates battling it out at the back, but Randy Arms through 3 and 4 sees the front stretch, sees the flag stand, and he sees the white flag in hand. Race is official. Sartaj Man 6.5 tenths back. Got William Bowman ahead of him. That's 18th position. He is closing. Do we see any sort of J.R. Hildebrand stuff in the final corner? 53 well out of the way. Very respectful. And through 3 and 4 for the final time. Randy Arms, the jinx is broken. We couldn't do it to him tonight. He's your winner here at the Las Vegas 130.
Not only is the jinx broken, your pick, P2. We picked the top 2 drivers.
Chased all the way home by the 66. Samuel Demien, strong night. Frimpong rounds out our top 5. Justin Johnson, very nice recovery with the damage. Sean Anderson, highest finishing of our debut drivers. Chris Walker, top 10. Dean Clavitt, top 10. Mikhail Turkin, strong night. Adam Kilday, your biggest mover in 12th. Michael McElroy barely holds on to a lead lap finish, despite all his damage, so remarkable perseverance there from the 83 machine. These are your top 3. These are 2 LSRL regulars and a ARS regular, but everyone knows to take the podium picture this week. And Randy is burning it down. Well-deserved victory. Started 5th and had the best long-run car tonight and had to make the tough passes when it mattered.
I'm gonna finish up his celebration. I'm letting you know right now, after the top 3 interviews, since I'll be the one moving them, I am leaving you because I need dinner.
Fair enough. I can handle it.
Just let me know when you want me to pull him in.
All right, looks like he's done burning it down. Let's get Randy Arms in here. Here with the race winner, Art picked you for the win despite me begging him not to, but you finally were able to break the jinx tonight. You had the best. You had the long run speed tonight, and you had to make some clutch passes late. Talk me through that final restart.
Yeah, Schwartz stayed out there, and I wasn't sure what that was going to do, if it would help me or hurt me, and he might have played a little teammate games and kind of went into the middle there, kind of held up, or say Mark, and I was able to get the lead and hold off Sartaj there for the first part of that run, and yeah, just say glad to finally put a whole race together. Seems like I'm either or say quick and just can't close it out, or just kind of luck into something up front. So, but yeah, it's good to have speed and to be able to lead a lot of laps there. And it's definitely a confidence booster.
Absolutely, especially at the mile-and-a-half ovals, which will be the bread and butter of the season 8 schedule for sure. So definitely good to show that you got speed on what will be the majority of the season. But yeah, that last restart was something of just an absolute just a 10 out of 10 restart. And then Sartaj got to your left rear quarter panel there in turn number 3, and I thought you guys were both going to end up in the wall.
Yeah.
It was as close as it gets, but very clean, hard racing between all of you. We had a fuel mileage race on the cards, but that late caution kind of switched everything up. And but it was really a 5-car train. You, Sartaj, Nathaniel, Samuel, and Mark were just kind of swapping the top 5 spots, really just in a train. So it was impressive to see so many guys that close together on pace.
Yeah, we and it or say felt like we or say had to run extremely hard up there. Or say I don't think anyone was really or say giving anybody a break. So yeah, I mean it was a pretty intense race about the whole time because it just seemed like whoever could be out front after about 10 laps was going to be in the best, or say the best position there. So every time we'd have a restart, if I'd be back, I would say push hard for those first few laps just to try to get into the lead. Then I'd be confident that I could probably, you know, hold them off with the air and whatnot. But yeah, I was about 2 laps away from pitting there before that last caution. So I guess I'm glad it came out when it did and not after I pitted because that kind of, or so that's what bit me last night. So I guess I broke the curse, or say from you guys, and it seemed like I never run like I've always been pretty quick here at Vegas, but I'm usually say one that gets caught up in a wreck or something. Like I don't know if I've ever really finished well here, so just glad to just finally put one all together and put it in victory lane early in the season.
Absolutely, get the monkey off the back and kind of have no pressure the rest of the season. But it was a well managed race, like you said. Put it all together from start to finish. Well earned, and congratulations again. Before we let you go and let you get any shout outs you have in.
Yeah, I just want to give a shout out to Glenn and his family. His fiance's grandma died here. I don't know if it was today or here recent. So so just thoughts and prayers of them. They're actually supposed to get married this weekend, so
Oh
just
wow!
say not a good time for so that's why he wasn't here tonight. So just want to say thoughts and prayers of them, and I guess I could say I dedicate this win to him and his family. But or say just thank or say you guys for putting on this broadcast, and or say thank everyone that um or say thank everyone in the league. We got a really tough or say field of drivers or say so far this year. I hope we can all keep coming back and or say putting on some good races for you because I feel like tonight would have been a good one to watch. That's for sure.
Absolutely, it was a fantastic race, and looking forward to seeing you next Monday for the ARS finale. Congratulations again on the win.
Yep. Thank you.
Ain't.
Here with your second place finisher, you get no warning here for your podium interview. That's how we do it. But ran in the top 5 all night long. Started third. Brilliantly managed race. What could you have done differently on that last restart to potentially get around Randy for the win?
I mean, not get loose under him, but I don't know what else I could have done. He drove that brilliantly. Like that was perfect by him. So I don't know if there was much I could have done there. That was just good racing between the whole top 5, the whole race.
Yeah, like I was talking to Randy, that top 5, you guys pretty much had a train hooked up, and y'all had separated from pretty much everybody else. And it was going to come down to that final pit stop. It was mere laps away for some. Were you going to play the fuel mileage game, or are you trying to just split it in half and get those tires?
I I was about to pit the next lap.
Well, that's what Randy was doing too. So it looks like the tires were really important here. No one really wanted to wait till the end and then to take that splash and go. So with as bad as that fall off ended up
I
being.
mean, that was discussed like between me and Mark, but at the end it was just I think the tires would have just caught up to the splash and go, or I guess saving fuel as well. So it was always just gonna split it in half and uh, just take the tires.
Absolutely. On that last restart, you had a car stay out on older tires. Everyone was able to get around, and you sent it into turn number 3, and that's where you mentioned you got loose underneath them. But I mean, it was as close as it could possibly be, and it was not for a lack of trying. It was a brilliant race for the win here tonight.
Yeah, I mean, gave it all I got, really. So.
But definitely good to see, though, that you have speed on these 1.5 mile ovals, which will be the majority of the schedule this season. And you work well as a team, and you got the speed, so it should be a good season for you guys.
Yep, should be.
Absolutely. Well, congratulations on a well-earned P2 here tonight. We'll let you get any shout-outs in that you might have.
Yeah, just my team, Peak Performance Motorsports and Tri-Racial Racing. And obviously, I'd like to specifically thank Justin Johnson, Zach Common, and Mark Frimpong.
Absolutely. Well, congratulations on the well-earned result here tonight.
Thank you.
Here with your third place finisher, Nathaniel Landwehr, picking up right where he left off last season with an impressive podium streak. And you were just same kind of story as the other guys, right in that top 5 battle all night long, just following and battling along. And it was very clean and some hard-fought racing amongst everybody. What did you see out there tonight?
Yeah, it was a tough battle. I'm sitting here on vacation right now, actually racing.
I love
and
it.
I took the old Driving Force GT wheel and pedals and hopped in here with no practice, with halfway through the practice session pre-race, and had no expectations for how I was going to go. Knew it would probably come down to pit strategy there, but I was about 2 laps away from pitting, and I had no clue where to brake for pit road. I just wasn't ready for it, and a caution came out. Cards kind of just dealt my way, kind of Mickey Mouse my way up into a podium there. Overall, pretty good finish for me. Could have maybe had second on Sartaj, but I don't know if he got loose above me or just had a different line through there, but kind of had some contact there with about 2 to go, and just wasn't in the cards to get second. But pretty happy with where I finished. Same can't be said about the rest of the team. Mazzella and Schwartz kind of got up into some problems there, but
yeah, Mazzella's race was over before it really got off the ground, unfortunately. Involved in the lap 1 wreck, sadly. But
yeah, he would have been good because I noticed it was a big tire saving race, just really hard to pass.
So you were going to come down right about 25-ish to go and not try and risk it with the splash and go at the end?
Yeah, honestly, I don't even really know what I was just doing what everyone in front of me was doing. I wasn't really paying attention.
Fair enough. It ended up working out for you, though. Caution simplified the decision for everybody.
Yep.
Remind me again, I think you told us last week, you're at a beach this week, aren't you, for vacation?
No, I'm actually back home in Missouri.
Oh, okay then.
That's I believe Jared, who's out this week.
Right. So Jared's on vacation. All right. I don't know. He missed a heck of a race tonight. You guys were duking it out all night.
Yeah, he would have had some speed.
Absolutely. But congratulations on a well-earned P3 here tonight. We'll let you have get your shout-outs in if you got any.
Thank you. Just like to shout out family and wonderful girlfriend sitting here watching the broadcast tonight. All the people who show up to these races, make it a full field, make it interesting. Thanks to you guys for broadcasting and just all the sponsors for the league.
Absolutely. Well, congratulations. We look forward to seeing you next week.
Thank you.
But yeah, a quick just shout out to Glenn Murphy Jr. and his family, his fiance's family. Our thoughts and prayers are with them. Never easy to deal with that, but hope to see him back on the track doing what he loves to do, and just know that we're our thoughts are with you, buddy, and we just hope that congratulations on the marriage, and then obviously just a crazy time period, but just know we're all thinking of you here, and we miss you, and can't wait to see you back out on the track. Art went to go get food. I will I guess we'll just go down the team list here. I got a couple guys. Let's go talk to Dean Claviter, boy. He started 14th, finished 10th. Dean Clavitt, you Mickey Mouse the top 10 tonight. How'd you do it?
That's a great question, honestly. I don't know. Just luck.
Yeah, caught up immediately in I think it was either the first or second caution with inside a 10 lap pretty much.
The very first lap.
That's right. It was the first caution, and nothing you really could have done there. A little bit of net code as well, but it had some severe damage, and it looks like the crew just kept going to work on it, and ended up pretty much the first half of the race outside the top 15, even the top 20 at times, but some further wrecks in the field kind of got you back into it, and then more damage was fixed, and you kind of had some decent pace there at the end, top 15, top 10 speed.
Yeah, I mean it was pretty good until well, actually I say good, it was bad until I got that lucky caution there before pit stops. So I was happy about that. It finally paid off for once. But yeah, just got lucky. I feel bad for Casey Brown now. He blew an engine running ninth.
That's
So,
what happened. Yeah, with saw him creeping around.
Yeah, so if it wasn't for that, really, I wouldn't have got a top 10 because I don't know, my car was just so slow. It was garbage, honestly.
That happened with your whole left rear was pretty much torn off down the back straightaway lap 1. So
yeah, hey, it is what it is. So I'm not too mad about it. It happens. But we'll just go on to what is it? Is it Loudon next week?
oh, is it?
Oh,
New Hampshire. That's brutal.
That sucks. That's my home track, and I hate it.
Well, at least you get to see the fans coming out supporting their hometown hero at least. So.
Yeah. But I hear you're gonna be a daddy this week, though.
Yeah. Tentatively next Thursday. So this will be my last Tuesday race. I'm handing over duties to a great group of guys other than me. So I was off today. I was supposed to be off today, but didn't work out that way.
Oof.
But we came through in the clutch, and I'm glad I did because y'all put on a good race.
Yeah, it was actually a pretty fun race. Even though I was running 20th all race, it was it was still pretty fun. But just some of the battles I was actually having was fun. But
yeah, you and Mikhail Turkin were going at it for the last it looked like 20 laps or so.
Yeah, that was pretty fun actually. I thought that was a very very fun battle. I think it was really the battle of the two slowest cars in the field, but it is what it is.
Ended up on top of that battle, but exciting race, and gonna be a dad next week, so just in time for Father's Day, all that fun stuff. So
hey, enjoy it.
Absolutely, but congratulations on a top 10 tonight, and Art will see you next week. I will not, but I'll be watching from somewhere, I'm sure.
You better be watching.
Do not disappoint me.
I was when my son was born. I was watching, Twitch basically in the hotel. Oh, not hotel room, but in the hospital room.
Yeah.
So I mean, it can get a little boring, beforehand. But I mean, as long as you're not waiting.
Yeah. Well, I appreciate the advice. I have to pack here, get ready for all that stuff. So.
Yeah. Good luck.
Yeah, well, I appreciate it. Thank you, buddy.
Have a.
Nope. I appreciate it. Thank you, buddy. Hello, fellas. How we doing?
It's a mixed bag. Who you ask?
Yeah, it's well, you got so many teammates and friends, but Randy's doing pretty well, obviously. And then I forget. It's different teams, but it's not. So I know Eric Shields, you're doing pretty good. Top 8 spots, top 10. Kept the car mostly clean.
Yeah, it was pretty uneventful race for me, but I tried to just keep my car clean. I got close to a couple wrecks. Thankfully, I wasn't involved in them. It seemed like there were a whole bunch today, but yeah.
Yeah, the bar is set so high when 4 wrecks is a bunch. It really is. And 2 of those were netcode is the crazy thing about it. But I'll put on another good show. Sam, you had a really well driven race. You were in that top 5 train for most of the night, keeping them honest up there.
Yeah, we were just kind of the caboose back there. Once once we got later in the run, you couldn't really make any moves. So not really mad about another 4th place. Finished 4th at Daytona and 4th here. So getting those points.
Impressive consistency. Yeah, Schwartz, you got the stage win, and like he's kind of said, it was going to be like some longer term pain, but you did get that 9-point bonus to kind of help soften the blow there.
Yeah, but I angered a teammate, so we'll see what happens.
Yeah. Obviously, the reason for the alternate strategy was the altercation with Michael Davis. So be an awkward Wednesday morning debrief at the shop, but see what happens.
Yeah, we'll find out next week.
Yeah. I feel very bad for Casey Brown. Blew up running P9. You had a very strong race up to that point.
Yeah, it was going great for us, and then just looked down at the dash a few laps after some contact, and she blew.
Yeah, that's we really do need that Xfinity new damage model. Might have saved you, but to be determined when it comes out, unfortunately. Ryan, you had a really up and down race. You had a wreck right in front of you, got some big right front damage, but able to kind of battle away for a while, but kind of just went south after that overall.
Yeah, I definitely had easily a top 10 car. Just um unfortunate that the first contact I had nowhere to go. I tried slowing down and I slid right into him. Tried to turn down. I think it was the '06, I believe it was. I can't fully remember. Um, Tried to battle back and get back in the top 10 after, you know, knowing that I'm down on speed because of the front end, and then in the course of pit stops, I tried to let Travis go by, and I don't I just guess it was net code is what happened. I don't know. I talked to him a little bit. He said he takes a higher arc into the turn, so I'm just guessing that the net code kind of put it that way
Yeah,
because
it was.
I was coming down to run the high middle to low high lane, if that makes sense, and just came in contact with each other. Just a little frustrating. Not the start to the season I want. So hopefully it's all downhill from here. So
Yeah, well, the good news is race 2 is 16, so you get plenty of time to battle back, though.
yep, absolutely.
And then Ben Thomas, you kind of had some speed, but caught up in some stuff throughout the course of the race, and you ended up finishing where you started in 23rd. Pulled a Ryan from last week, so.
Yeah, not exactly my best performance. My goal is just to ride around clean, just get the best I can, do the best I can, stay out of the way, and just learn the Xfinity car a little bit because I didn't have much driving in it before coming in here, and just ran up on a slower car late in the race and made an evasive maneuver and thought I could sneak in behind somebody, and I just hooked him and just crashed us both, and I felt bad. So
Obviously, like you said, though, just a learning experience, though. Obviously, you logged 111 laps, so hopefully got some valuable knowledge there that you can apply the rest of the season.
yeah, I hope so.
Absolutely. Well, always a pleasure, fellas. Look forward to seeing you next week.
Sir,
What?
thank you. Congrats.
Oh, thank you.
Hopefully
Yes.
next week's a good one for you.
Yeah, it should be pretty entertaining here. The last few days of normalcy, and then my life will be crazy, but I'll be
It's a good
watching.
crazy.
Yeah, it's a good crazy. I'll be watching the races at some point. Y'all can yell at Art for me and keep him honest.
I plan to.
We can do that.
Yeah, absolutely. I appreciate it, fellas.
Thank you guys for a great broadcast every time.
Absolutely. Well, it'll continue to be great. In my absence, we got a good group of guys that work on this thing for us. So expect the high quality to continue.
Oh yeah.
Absolutely, fellas. Well, y'all put on a good one next week for us.
All right.
Will
Thank
do.
you.
Yep.
Take care.
Thank you.
And here with the CMS boys, they have captured Joshua McQuiggan and Michael McElroy. It looks like got some converts and did. It was just a crazy race for a lot of you guys in here. Talk me through it.
We brought McQuiggan on board to get better finishes, and he didn't pull his weight.
Yeah, just ran 15th all day, McQuiggan. What happened?
Well, I ran, so I didn't qualify because I got in here late, like really late. No practice, no nothing, no qualifying. Lap 1 was my first lap on track, and then after that, I drove up to 8th and hit the wall and rode 15th for the rest of it. So there's my risk.
So, have you considered not hitting the wall? Is my follow-up
Man.
question.
If I didn't look away from my screen, it wouldn't have happened.
So the follow-up question to that is, why are you looking away from your screen while racing? That's the third question. That's
All great questions.
I feel like that question does not need to be answered.
It does. Why would you look away from the screen at 180 miles an hour?
I'm just gonna blame Travis for my wreck. It was Travis' fault. He was
Okay.
behind me. His air off of his car
Oh,
just wrecked me.
brother.
I need to protest him.
Protest of 15. McElroy, you had a solid top 10 night going, and then I don't know what happened with Zach Allman, the pit stop, if he called it out or what happened, but that entire pack that was there got destroyed, pretty much.
Yeah. Yeah, so interestingly enough, I was just telling these guys earlier, I don't know what I was doing right, but somehow I was saving tires. No idea. I'm not that skilled to know exactly what I was doing to save tires, but it was working. And yeah, and it kept me in the top 10 up until that wreck. Or no, I'm sorry. It kept me in the top 10 until we got locked. We tried to short pit, and the caution came down right as we were getting tires on. We got trapped a lap down, and then yeah, and then I fought back to 13th when that wreck happened, and it happened in front of me. And at that point, we were already out on those tires for like 25 laps. I semi hit the brakes, and it was just because they looked like they were going to slide back down. So then I tried to go high, and it was split second reactions. There was nowhere I could go at that point.
Yeah.
So, unfortunate.
You were about a lap away from having that come out the race leader, though, if you hadn't got trapped a lap down. That was almost timed perfectly, but the margins are so fine.
Yeah.
And you ended up being trapped that lap down, but it was almost turned into the race lead.
Yeah, actually, when I was pulling out of pit road, Randy and them on the lead lap were just entering turn 1. So, I mean, like, I just missed it. It was unfortunate.
So sorry.
Hate to see it.
You really do. You really do. And then, obviously, the original CMS, William Bowman, Chris Pinder, Travis DeLeon, just kind of a mixed bag. The bar is set so high here that 4 cautions. It seems like something went wrong tonight. But what did you guys see out there?
I don't know. I think I caused a wreck lap one.
There was actually a decent amount of netcode in that. Between
I watched afterwards. Yeah, there was netcode, but nobody forced me to go 3 wide, man.
I'm just saying, for about 10 seconds, I was like, he's gained 5 spots in 2. Oh, that's pretty much what happened there.
They checked up, and I was like, "There's still a lane up there," and I kept going, and I'm like, passing a lot of cars.
You literally were up 5 spots in a couple hundred yards, and the netcode kind of caught you out there, I think, unfairly. But
battled through it. I feel like I hit everything on track all night long. I got 24x, and I got.
Jeez.
Right after that, car blows up in front of me on the restart. There's another 4x. Hit 2 blown up cars.
Yeah, I did see that. Yeah, I remember that. That was Wayne that shifted, sadly.
Yeah. So, that was a pretty good night.
Fair enough. How'd the cars handle? How was it? Loose, tight? It looked pretty stable. There's a lot of fall off, but it didn't look like guys were like out of control.
They were fun to drive.
There you go.
I like the high side on them.
It honestly looked like you could make moves early on in the run by going up to that high side and getting the run off the corners, though. That's what we saw.
Yeah, you paid for that, though.
Oh yes.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, the interesting part was it was really only loose for like your first 2 laps on fresh tires.
Right.
And then depending on which line you chose, it was kind of nice for about 15, 20 laps, and then you would start to you'd have to check up because you'd start to plow.
Right. Okay. And then
yeah,
Travis, do you know what happened there with I think it was Ryan Tiller in turn 3 and 4 there? Any idea from your perspective?
No, I had pitted there, and we were coming up on, what was it, turn 3, and I know he was on the high side, I was on 1 lane below him. From my perspective, I went back and looked at, I guess he was going to turn in early, dove it on in there. I don't know.
Fair enough.
I didn't really put too much focus on it because it was Tiller, so I know it was, nothing crazy going on there.
Yeah, nothing malicious tonight in our 4
No.
cautions. No. Just
Especially not with him.
Yep.
What did you guys? I don't know. I went back and looked at it, and I was just like,
yeah, I don't know. That's a tough one to call. I think it was just a kind of a racing thing, honestly. I don't get paid to do race control, so I can't make official statements. Either way, it was a fun race. Top 5 was nose to tail for pretty much all of it, so it was a good race.
hell
It
yeah.
was. Hey, I got a question. During your post-race interviews, why was everybody blowing up at the end?
What are you talking about?
We had like 3 cars blow up. Me and Pinder were driving around the track together,
Yeah,
and we were
what
like,
was
"Oh,
all
there's
the
another
engines
position
blowing?
for us."
Oh, I don't know. I didn't even see it. I guess Chad Canals hit the back end of the car. I don't know.
Yeah, I think like Zach Amon blew up. Did Sam blow up? Maybe not.
No,
Sam.
Casey Brown blew up.
Casey Brown.
You're
blew up.
talking about
blew up.
like during the race. I thought you meant after. Oh yeah. So I think Amon was the one that got run over trying to pit. So it's just the Xfinity car is so fragile when it comes to damage.
I got you. Yeah, so they had enough damage to where the engine just
grenaded itself.
Had about 15 laps left in it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Casey even said it was after. I didn't even see what caused his contact. It just blew up. So.
Yeah, it was just weird that like we were just driving around the track, just gaining positions.
Yeah.
We were like, all right, there's another one.
Yeah, McElroy, your car was pretty junk at the end, but you somehow get a lead lap finish though.
Yeah, did you see the finish?
I did not.
Well, obviously you saw Randy's finish.
Yeah.
I think I'm 0.7 in front of Randy as he crosses the checkered line.
Oh, that's funny.
So I was like trying.
He's like, please just let me finish on the lead lap.
Just let me finish on the lead lap. I'm not gonna block you, but just let me finish.
But now that you're in the CMS chat, you get the tradition of the "What's for dinner" question.
Man, I was waiting for it. I was excited for it.
Yeah. You get to be here for it.
Who asks it?
What'd you have for dinner, Max?
What did I have? Pork, mashed potatoes, green beans.
Oh, I like it. How'd you cook the pork?
My mother-in-law cooked it, so I don't know. I do not.
So you don't know when you ate it? You were just like shoving pork in your mouth blindly?
Pretty much, yeah.
Was it grilled, pulled, fried, baked, slow cooked?
I don't know a whole lot about pork, to be honest with you. I just know that it tastes good.
All right. Right on.
Yeah, couldn't tell
It was
you.
pork, Pinder.
Yeah, pork tender.
Max had dog food for dinner. Art, what'd you have?
How does this man not know what the pork he ate was? I'm sorry. I'm
Right?
like
Like,
broadcast.
something suspicious going on here. He had a weird dinner tonight. Doesn't want to tell us.
Don't touch.
I don't know. She put it in I don't even know, cast iron skillet or whatever. I don't know. I have no idea how she cooks
It's
it.
fried then. All right, cool.
There you
Good
go.
talk.
I give you the bare minimum. I let y'all run with it. There you go. All right, what did you have for dinner?
Chicken sandwich.
Chicken sandwich. Very nice.
Eating it currently.
Mike?
Me? Oh, I had a chicken chimichanga from the Mexican restaurant.
Oh yeah. Trav?
Yeah, I love Mexican food. I had buffalo garlic chicken breast.
Nice.
With
So
rice.
delicious. Who else is
I wish I
here?
would have had a chimichanga, but that was Saturday, bro.
Josh, what'd your mom make tonight?
Great. I haven't
eaten. All that for I haven't eaten tonight. What
Yeah.
You were so excited to answer the question. You literally provided nothing.
Excited to be here for the experience of.
He's got a PB&J and a chalky milk waiting.
I'm privileged to mess with Art here, so this is very unfortunate.
Got an Uncrustable in the fridge for him.
I'm not a thing here in Canada. I've heard of him, not a thing.
I'm not even the one that kicked you. Why are you mad at me?
You didn't? Wow, that's a surprise.
I kicked him.
Yeah.
All right,
Oh,
William.
that's awesome.
William, what'd you have for dinner, bud?
Chinese takeout, beef with garlic sauce.
Very nice.
Oh yeah, I think he's winning right now. That sounds the best.
I haven't had Chinese food in a while. I might have to pull the trigger, to be honest, because of that.
Same.
Good idea.
All right.
The nearest Chinese food restaurant for me is like 40 minutes away. So.
Oh, that's so sad.
Be hungry by the time you get home.
Just be in the
I
car.
live in the middle of nowhere.
So the last thing I'll say is we need the rest of CMS. The only thing we're missing is the rest of y'all to come just join Friday nights. We might as well just have crossover between all of it.
Dude, I keep trying to tell them to join me.
Rod Car is an experience like no other.
New season soon, right?
And I've already told Travis, like, you can be yourself there, man. Like, there's no filter.
Yeah.
Dude, I'm
you
on
would
the Discord, bro.
You would love Scott Ward. I think you guys would gel. Or no, Mark Jorgensen would gel with you guys very well.
Corbin's literally in the tower just talking smack to people on the racetrack.
Mm-hmm. This is a good
Can
time.
I interrupt something real fast?
Potentially.
What's that?
What's the Chinese food order?
This is why the interviews last so long, because it gets people interested, all right?
It was beef with garlic sauce.
Okay. Well, I was waiting for Max to say his.
Oh, gotcha.
I get sweet and sour chicken when I go.
Okay. Basic.
Well, duh.
You'll get one of those like combo packs.
Dude, I'm super generic. Chicken fried rice.
Where you get you get the chicken balls, the fried rice, you get the
I got
vegetables,
sesame
the
chicken.
beef strips in it.
So, all right, I'm bouncing out. I just wanted to interrupt. Sorry. Peace out.
The people demand to know. The people demand to know the Chinese food orders. I get it.
Oh yeah.
Whoever had stuffed shells in chat, I'm jealous of you. They're awesome.
Oh, that sounds good.
Yeah, it does.
Spinach and artichoke stuffed shells. I don't even know what artichoke is. I barely know what spinach is. So.
Great.
Yeah. Oh well.
I just assume that Pinder and Josh just eat pancakes and maple syrup.
Just the maple syrup. It's the pancakes.
Too.
It's the pancakes, and then the maple syrup's the drink. You don't put it on the pancakes. You drink it.
All right, fellas. Well, I will be around Friday. We got the Monday championship race, and then taking off Tuesdays. So next week.
Yeah, man. Fun. Big week for you next week. We're all excited for you.
Mondays.
I'm not that excited.
He'll show. It'd be like Monday 8 o'clock. Be like, hey, we gotta go. And so just have a backup plan ready. All right, just in case.
No, you can broadcast from the hospital.
Don't think they'll let me bring the entire setup. I'll be honest.
Can you imagine him sitting in the room with his whole DC setup?
Max will give you a laptop for it.
Oh my gosh! I think
bringing in like power bars and shit.
I really think my wife would just kill me instantly. I really think she would.
Yeah.
I don't think
broadcasting career done.
Yeah, like my life is done at that point, not just the career.
Yeah.
All right, fellas. Well, I'll be around.
What background noise be like? Man, that'd be.
Yeah. All right. Well, we're just gonna end on that happy thought. We'll see. Mike, I'll see you, McQuiggan, maybe Friday.
I'll be there Friday.
Alrighty. You sometimes do rod car, McQuiggan.
I spot more than I race, but just because you said something now, I will come race.
There you go. Well, see y'all
I'll talk
Friday.
these guys into it.
Yeah, we got to get. Yeah. All right, fellas. We'll catch you later.
See you, man.
See you, man.
All right. It's not my fault. My wife literally just said she would kill me. Nice. There we go.
Yeah, she did say that. That is funny.
Nice. Well, there you have it, folks. Cannot broadcast if he comes early. So there you go. Anywho, all right, your final thoughts on tonight's race.
Would it be weird to say the stage finish was better than the actual race finish?
No, it would not.
The race finish was still great, but Shorts coming out of 4, almost getting it was fantastic.
Oh, absolutely. No, I mean the race finish was still solid, 0.6 of a second, and it was a battle all the way to the end. So yeah, but the stage finish was just that good.
So was my chicken sandwich.
There you go. Here are your race results. Randy Arms over Sartaj Man from Nathaniel Landwehr. McElroy rounds out 13 cars on the lead lap. Michael Davis, first car, 1 lap down. And then go through the rest of our 27 car field. 3 guys did not take the green flag here this evening. They were, well, no, it was actually all 30. Excuse me. All 30 did start tonight. I don't know. But all the way down to Wayne Ruprecht, who money shifted on the second restart, unfortunately. And then Jonathan Mazzella, lap 1 caution. Not sure what happened to Scott Kelly. He just pitted randomly and kind of sat there. But there's the rest of your race results. We'll be live back again Friday night for the Rod Car doubleheader to set the championship for. And then next Monday night, the Affinity Racing Series Championship. We will have our inaugural champion. And then next Tuesday night, round number 3, LSRL at New Hampshire. ARS next Monday is coincidentally at Las Vegas as well. So looking forward to coming back to Sid City. We all take care, and we'll see you Friday night.